What is good, Cardano fam, ADA gang? We have lots of exciting updates to unpack today, so hit that subscribe, hit that like. Hydra and Doom, a perfect match, coming soon at Rare Evo. And how do we get here? Well, imagine classic arcade fun supercharged by Hydra tech. And if you've been sleeping under a rock and you don't know what Hydra is, well, Hydra is the layer 2 scalability solution for Cardano. It aims to increase transaction speed through low latency and high throughput and minimize transaction costs. Beautiful docs. I highly recommend you guys can check out in more detail. Everything is always linked below for you guys. Hydra can do more TPS than all top 10 blockchains combined. Not too shabby. Hydra was benchmarked at 1000 TPS in 2023, a full year ago, in a controlled environment after its eventual launch and with horizontal scaling, multiple independently operated instances. Expect orders of magnitudes of available throughput. This is what we're talking about, guys, with scalability. I think people underestimate the power. This is a great article from the Crypto Basic, reshared by cryptonews.net. Following his earlier disclosure on bringing Doom to Hydra, Charles Hoskinson stressed that for the game to run on Cardano, it would exist as smart contracts on Hydra leads. Last month, IOHK also confirmed that proponents could join them at Rare Evo to play Hydra Doom offline or online. So I think, guys, we're going to see like a crazy tease, and maybe we will be very surprised how it will actually work and be teased running on Cardano Hydra. So I think with the scalability, with the throughput, and what Doom can do, I think we're going to see a lot of these classic arcade games take advantage of Web3 in ways that we never thought possible. So I'm very excited to see it. I did play Doom growing up, and I think the arcade classics could be a perfect fit for crypto in general. Well, Bitpanda, good poll. Which one will make it to the finals? 87.2%. 87.2%. Now, we know Bitcoin is OG, but this is proof that the Cardano community is strong on X and elsewhere. Almost 7 times the amount of votes on this poll. So we will see that Cardano will make it to the finals here. It's going to be interesting. So far it's going to be, looks like it's going to be between Cardano and ETH and AVAX. In a brilliant post by Cardano Yoda, Cardano easily beat Bitcoin in this poll by Bitpanda. Beautiful proof of community. By the way, is there still a Bitcoin community on X? And it's like, the days are passing where I like Bitcoin. I got miners, but Bitcoin kind of, it's been secured by all the legacy guys, the BlackRocks, if you will, the Michael Saylor and Larry Finks. And I mean, the market cap is so huge. So will Bitcoin go up? Yes, but it's not going to do like 100x. You know what I'm saying? Now let's talk about this game, Ascent Rivals. This game really surprised me. It wasn't on my radar. And I gotta say, the game looks beautiful. And this is a game created by Genon. So my apologies if I mispronounce it, but it looks like reminiscent of Star Wars, Phantom Menace, the pod racer game. Remember that one on N64? And also reminds me of KOTOR's Racing. KOTOR had a fabulous kind of racing side game, and people loved that. And so it's beautiful because on X I see like they're involving like a spectator mode. People are getting involved with like really making this about the community. And I'm just excited to see games like this go live on Steam. But in particular, what excites me is that they're not leading with infrastructure. They're not saying, hey, we're built on Unreal Engine and we're built on Unity and crypto. Just the mission, what it does, Steam, wishlist on Steam. Guys, this is like, it's a perfect coincidence if it is, because the game looks cool. Sci-fi racer, you start doing some FPS action. It looks both unique, desirable, but also I like that they're not leading with the infrastructure. Just the mission statement, what it does, wishlist on Steam. And I think that if more games did stuff like this, it would be great because the beautiful technology can be hidden behind obscurity. And Steam, again, just like Epic Games, is an easy way to on and off ramp the game. So I like that a lot. It's giving me that Phantom Menace vibes. Really cool. Competition and stakes. drive to survive, dual engine, twin stick controls. So I like this because it sounds like, and I saw a little bit of the founding entities and the developers talking about it. It sounds like it's going to be where you have to make some decisions, some critical decisions between controlling or, fighting between one another. Really exciting, guys, to see this coming soon to Steam. About to break things, Snek.fun, a new update from them. So they've been doing some visual updates, some aesthetic updates to their Twitter accounts, and we pay attention. I'm very excited to see Snek.fun come up as another alternative to Pump.fun for the Cardano community. Snek has accounted for 90% of the DCA feature volume in the past month. So Dex Hunter, of course, a fabulous aggregator, and Snek continues to dominate when it comes to presence and perception. Dedium, if you didn't remember, guys, it's live on CoinGecko, but it's also going to be live on CMC. So I really like this. The Cardano community is so transparent and so forthcoming. So there's that request ID, of course. I think we missed that in our previous video. So I think that Dedium is a gem. I think it's very underrated, and think of it as the render token for Cardano. So you can put 1 and 2 together and imagine in a bull run peak how much a project like that could run. Top 5 Cardano NFT collections of the week on JPEG Store. And I bring this up because it's great to see like Book.io, EarthNode, all this stuff. I don't really like the rebranding of Book to Stuff, if I'm not mistaken. Like they're going through that rebranding. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. But in general, my takeaway from this is that it's great to see good weekly volume, good numbers, even in this like really bearish moment right now. Because I kid you not, there are top 20 projects that maybe get a fraction of this in the same time span, potentially longer. So good to see there's fuego projects on Cardano, like World Mobile, like Book/Stuff, like even the ones with Omen. Omen is crazy. Omen's artwork is insane. And the fact that we have this bridging between Ergo, BTC, and Ordinal stuff, it's great because it's making it a little bit more inclusive, and we can onboard a lot more new communities. Tokyo, long post, but I really like this. There's a bunch of development updates, and I'm especially interested to see what they do with this. BTC and Doge wallet build is already underway. Additionally, they're going to launch the Android beta very shortly. So, I'm Android gang. I like my Samsung, to each their own. But I'm really excited to see stuff like that, especially BTC and Doge. Doge is it's definitely a day trader's favorite. So I think that's going to help a lot when it comes to CNTs, onboarding for ADA. Why not? Zero knowledge cryptography will change not only the blockchain industry, but literally the whole world, says Cardano Yoda. I can't wait for the Changhard fork so devs can build new ZK services on Cardano. We clearly see, even with Vitalik Buterin saying that DeFi and privacy, decentralization is so key. And Cardano is being set up to be with Hydra, with Changhard fork, with everything that's going for it. It's going to be the go-to chain that has high brand intimacy, that's very agnostic and approachable, that is known as the secure and safe chain to build on. Very exciting times, guys, ahead of us. And yes, you can feel the pain with price, but remember that most blokes can't read Bitcoin dominance. So be careful who you listen to. The other day I saw yesterday Ben saying that there's no interest in Polkadot and Cardano, and yet we're hearing from CEOs of $7 billion assets under management say that there's an uptick in interest, but they always wait for the right time. So be careful who you're listening to, and remember that often it's about timing. It's hilarious that people think that we're in a bear market. It's crazy. Crypto influencers like to hate on old coins that kept their value for years and never rubbed, while new coins are supposedly the shiny new objects people should desire. This mentality worked in the days crypto was being bootstrapped, but will have you left behind in the future. And that's the thing, guys. It's going to get harder and harder for projects to remain in the top 10, and some of them will bamboozle and do nonsense and grift their way through. Remember, there was a day where BitConnect was in the top 15. You guys can check that out. So there are projects that go up, they come down, and if they come up very fast, you can't really shortcut anything in life. I think that Cardano has been a proof that it has been around for a long time. It's been what, like 7 years, give or take, just through CoinGecko at least. And remember that as much as people clown Cardano, we hit an all-time high 2018 January, end of August 2021. On both occasions, Bitcoin dominance was like 38-40%, and with Bitcoin dominance at 57%, you guys who have been watching the channel and are subscribed, you guys are literally witnessing what we've been predicting over and over and over. We did say time and time again, never change from that sentiment, that post-halving. We're going to have some jitter. We're going to go sideways. We're going to go down. We have been saying that minimum Q4, which we're not really at the end of Q4 yet. And Bitcoin dominance needs to plunge and make a free fall before ADA and the rest of altcoins, whether it's Solana, whether it's BNB, whether it's others, they will pump and Cardano will pump. But everyone who doesn't understand dominance and doesn't understand timing gets lost in the sauce and just thinks like ADA is doomed to go to zero, which is quite hilarious, quite funny. So really it's key to know the philosophy. Most of investment is just emotion and philosophy. And if you make a stupid move, then you'll just get trolled. You'll just get trolled and become a victim of like just the swaying of emotions. So guys, where are we headed next? Like when price go up, when moon, right? That's what everyone wants to know. When ETF, when moon, well, when will the price go up? And I think that the price that's ahead of us right now, I think that we might even come down to like 25 cent, 26 cent. We might come and touch these levels. I don't think it's safe to say we're out of the danger yet. It is right now very red when it comes to corrections with stocks, corrections with altcoins and whatnot. And we need to remember that retail is not here yet. Retail, their conviction, and they're shown that a project is legitimate by the price going up. The price going up is marketing for a project. The price going up, and the price is Bitcoin's best marketing. Ironically, because for us, we buy low, we sell high. But for retail, for normies, how they see it is that when the price goes up, their confidence is secured and they build faith in the project and build legitimacy with their perception. So when ADA starts to climb to 40, 50, especially with key ones like $1, the retail will be like, oh my goodness, this is a legitimate project. I should definitely buy some. And then they look at the project and they think of those things, the qualitative things like, oh, it's professional. Oh, it's safe and secure. Oh, it's Charles Hoskinson is the charismatic leader. Oh, it has a strong community, as we've seen time and time again with the polls, recently with Gemini, now with Bitcoin. And let's remember, guys, with Gemini, Cardano Foundation, there have been some conversations happening, some advancements with Gemini. So we may see Gemini make a bunch of listings, bunch of CNTs, and it's all about timing. We see many projects that are releasing stuff right now, and we're witnessing the pricing that we've been talking about for weeks and months on this channel. So I think that the months that are ahead, like August, September, still will be bearish. I think as we approach the cold months, we're going to see some of that momentum, and that's when retail will start to trickle in. And when it runs, guys, it will run fast. It will run very fast. But remember, Bitcoin dominance is your key friend here. That's what I like to look at. If you want to delve into other stuff, you could look at like Russell Index. Russell Index is kind of like the shite coin index of like tech stocks, like the bottom dwelling index tech stocks. Take a look at how some of the other ones like Nvidia and S&P 500 will lead the way. But the timing correlation aren't always tied, so they can be confusing. So that's why I like BTCD. I like Bitcoin dominance chart. That gives me the best way to see that if we're in alt season or we're not. And we're not alt season. The higher that Bitcoin dominance goes, the least likely that we're in alt season. But when Bitcoin dominance plunges, then you know we're in alt season. So guys, I think that we will cross $1 probably in the colder months. Earliest, maybe November. But I don't think until then. I think until then we might have some more downside. But let me know what you guys think. I don't mind if people sell, then I'm just going to keep accumulating. As you guys know, I'm in that buying window of 24 to 39 cent. My last buy was at 36 cents, so I'm going to be taking a look to scoop up some more. And I will let you know when I do buy more and at what price that I bought at. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of my thoughts about price and where we're headed. Can we get to a new all-time high? Absolutely, absolutely. But it's about timing. So let me know your thoughts. Will we hit a new all-time high for Cardano? Will we see an ETF that's US-centric in this year or maybe the years ahead, or not at all? Hit that subscribe, hit that like. I'll see you guys in the next Angry Crypto Show.